classic is actually just a classical machine learning sort of algorithm that has learned the architecture of various quantum gates, but you can use it then to optimize your quantum gate, which is quite useful because you obviously you don't want an overly complicated quantum gate. You can even tell it what sort of quantum gate you're interested in. So it will be very interesting.
So are you kind of saying like it's building on classical, like it's not as hard as it could be?
No, classic as a company yes, that's right. They're not using quantum computers to do this. They're using ordinary classical computers to help you to optimize quantum circuits. So it's about the architecture. You have seen my little quantum circuit, which I took from Sam's paper. I might come up with a bigger version, but I feel maybe that's too many qubits. And you can limit it, you can optimize it, you can determine how many qubits you want, what circuit depths you want, so on. That's what classic is doing, but in a very clever way, because you may not be able to work it out yourself because of the optimization algorithm.
Yeah, it's all very interesting. I guess anybody that doesn't know, we're talking about like Amazon bracket kind of stuff. This is Amazon's cloud service, AWS. And then they have most of the big hardware manufacturers, Classic or Classic is on there. And, you know, it's a lot bigger. Basically Amazon comes out with a big article every year. It's in Timeline. And it's got a lot more involved as far as like price per shots of like ion Qs is way much higher, you know, of this ion trap technology. And D waves, of course, is a lot lower because limited functionality, and maybe it's been out for a while. So it's always interesting to go to, especially Amazon's site, go to AWS bracket, BRAKET, and you can kind of see like what everybody's using based on demand. Because I have talked to another company and they have like, you know, high demand for theirs, and they're saying it's easy to get on, say, for instance, like superconducting, even though it's theoretically more powerful, but it has a lot more error, you know? So that's the issue there. Okay, so have we not heard from anybody here? I'd love to, any questions for Berend? You know, it doesn't have to be super technical. It could be thank you, congratulations. It doesn't have to be, you know, was that somebody? We still have people coming on, and thanks again for coming on, Berend.
No, thank you very much. Thanks for having me, Kevin. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, this is, and I love the statements. I'll use that today. I have a Toastmaster today, my source of pleasure. So this is a treat because it's really technical for me. So one of the best attended discussions that we have. So everybody thank Berend for coming on. You can clap or whatever. If you're close by. And so again, this is episode 39, speaker 31. Any other last questions or comments for our speaker today?
Thanks a lot, Doctor. It was a real privilege and honor to be able to actually converse with you.
Thank you, Ron. And thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aaron, for inviting me in.
Yeah, thanks, David. We finally got to hear from you. So, and thanks again for everybody, the cooperation every week. It's awesome, for being in tuned and asking good questions as well. No, Kino, and you can come on if you want. Maybe I read the IBM quantum computers have been successfully attacked and compromised using characteristic noise using the Jensen-Hennon distance. Shannon. So that would be Jensen Shannon or something like that. So basically with, you know, cybersecurity, all that kind of stuff is, for those of you that don't know NIST, like the NIST in America, they announced that we have 4 kind of almost complete algorithms that you can run on classical hardware to prevent quantum attack. And then they said they don't recommend fully incorporating them just yet until they get the final bugs out. I think it took 6 years to get to this point, and it's taking another 2 to final. But yeah, I think that's the direction everything's going there. All right, everybody, thanks again. Thanks again, Berend. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend, everybody.
You too. See you soon. Bye.
Yep. Take care.
Bye.